Hello, welcome to our podcast, episode 122 on comedy. Just going to be talking about, comedy in general, what makes it go bad, I guess. Because I said I would be doing this in the To Be Human podcast, the last episode, where I, discussed should there be comedy about tragedies? The answer to that was, no. But yeah, it's still an episode you should check out. But yeah, yeah. Today I'm just generally going to be talking about comedy, because even though comedy's subjective. Um, what are general, rules of thumb that, make comedy funny? Well, one, you need some sort of premise, you know, you know, the joke needs a premise, otherwise you're not gonna get anywhere with the joke. Like classic, things like uh, classic jokes like the chicken crossed the road, or knock knock, who's there. um you know classic premises like that. But there's also been many others throughout time, and sometimes comedy works off certain things, puns, certain words, and things that can be strung together to make a pun. Like, that was perfect, when you're like relating it to a cat, or you know other things. Like, so yeah, there's many types of comedy premises, and there's lots of different comedy types. There's structured comedy types, that have A to B. So go see yourself out, hey. Sorry, I just had to use the classic joke there. This is an episode about comedy. You should expect some, you know, jokes if I, see the opportunity. That's another part of comedy, seizing the opportunity, like when it presents itself. But as I was saying, some comedy is structured so it's more A to B, but sometimes there's more improv comedy, which is more how I, do, my comedy whenever there is it. Not as much. Usually my comedy is more unintended, It's very much unintended comedy a lot of the time, with my series. But, you know, sometimes, unintentional comedy is the best kind of comedy, when you make something funny on accident, You know, sometimes it just works. So, yeah. Um, yeah. You know, Comedy is what you make of it. So, yeah, there's structured and there's improv. So, I'm definitely more of a improv person. And yeah. But yeah. But yeah, again, comedy is very subjective, and there's no exact formula to comedy. You know, Comedy is what you make of it. Although, some comedy, you know, may not be as wise as other types of comedy, you know, doing certain types of comedies might backfire, especially if you lean into things that, offensive or, racist or whatever. That's not really good, So, don't do it. Um, yeah, but there's other things you can do in comedy to make it fun, yeah. But yeah, otherwise, comedy, it's up to you. You make your own comedy, if that's the kind of thing you want to do. But, it's nice to, laugh in life, So yeah, you know, comedy's, I guess, a part of, laughing in life. So, make your comedy your own, and yeah. I don't have much else to say than, general rule of thumb is, have a premise, make certain it makes sense, you know, and, freestyle it every now and then, try something. It might, not work initially, but if you improve on it, maybe it'll actually be funny over time. So yeah, you know, like a running gag, you know, you know, do the same thing over and over again, and maybe it'll improve. Maybe the original is the best, and nothing else can compare to the original. But you know, running gags is another type of comedy, very, you know, common in a long-running series, especially things like my series. There's certain running gags that still persist to even now. Not many, but a few. Um, but yeah, either way, yeah, comedy is what you make of it. So yeah, not much else to say. So maybe I'll wrap it up. Like, yeah, again, I'm not a comedy master, comedy expert. I just wanted to generally talk about comedy and the do's and don'ts. Don't do offensive stuff, and do funny stuff and try and build upon it. And yeah, you know, you know, there's humor has gone weird over time with the kind of brain rot humor that exists now. Some of it's good, some of it is weird. But yeah, brain rot humor is, definitely something. Human, I remember your commerce or commerce. That's a reference only I'll get because it's only a joke that I will get. Well, actually, if you've watched the YouTuber and that one specific live stream, you'll get what I'm talking about. But otherwise, it's really obscure. But yeah. Yeah, I think I'll probably, end it. So yeah. Um, I mean, it's obviously related to Sans. I'm pretty certain you could pick up on that. It's the Sans joke that keeps going around. But yeah, either way, yeah, uh, you know, nothing else really to say. So yeah, um, I think so. Yeah, um, um, thank you all for watching this podcast on comedy. You know, make your own comedy, and yeah, hopefully you'll succeed. And yeah, but anyway, peace and thank you. Until next time.